But I'm anxious to see.
All set?
All right. Ty is ready with his pen and paper. Yeah.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
All right. So we're calling the meeting to order, 7:02 I got on mine. And then the minutes of, I think we approved the minutes from November, but October, but let's review them quickly. If you got your in the email, we had the online Zoom meeting, and that's where we had Dr. Breland. He was chancellor. He is chancellor of the San Jose Evergreen Community College District. He made a presentation, and then we had Mike Monroe, and he's a history. He's really he's a historian, a personal historian. He loves the areas that he's in, and so he really does a lot of research with that. And then Ty found a neat picture of the log tree that he had mentioned in his speech. So that was kind of fun, and Ty put that on there. So I'm going to then review the November meeting quickly. That was also Zoom. And what did we talk about there? What did we do? Oh, that was our police presentation. Oh my gosh, a short memory. So we had a great presentation. Ty put together information, and so did Captain Taw. And then we honored the police department and our outgoing chief of police, Eddie Garcia. So it was very, very nicely done. I was so pleased that it turned out so well. So I accept a motion to approve minutes for both meetings.
Richard Santos, motion to support.
All righty, we'll approve as read. Okay, thank you. Just if I knew how to spell, I'd be okay. Okay. All right, Susan, do you have a treasurer's report?
Yes, I do. Hi, everyone. So this is the treasurer's report for November 2020. The beginning balance on November 1st, 2020 was $3,742.47. We had no income, no expenses. And then the Beautify San Jose grant, cycle 3, the beginning balance on November 1st was $5,000. There were no expenses, and the ending balance was $5,000. So the total we have in the BCAC budget is $8,742.47.
Thank you, ma'am. Nice. You know what I forgot to put down here? Ty, do you want to give an update, Ty, on the mural?
All right, yes, I can do that quickly.
Yeah.
Let me do a quick voice check first. Can everyone hear me?
You kind of come in and out.
That.
Very.
All right. We'll let you know that John Pugh has been doing work on the mural. There's about a day's worth of work left, he believes. He's in the process of liquidating his studio in Truckee and relocating to Oregon. So he broke away from the task and headed back to Truckee to do real estate things. He's expected back this week, actually. Since I'm in Virginia right now, I don't know that he's there or not, but the expectation is he would finish this week. And after which time we'll contract with Joe Sachs to apply the anti-graffiti coating as soon as possible. That may have to wait until early February. While that's not ideal, the mural has been in there for many, many years without being defaced. So we're hopeful that while it's unprotected, it will remain intact. We are currently looking into getting quotes for significant bronze plaque to not only rededicate the mural, Valley of the Heart's Delight, but to also capture some of the history of it so that it's more than just some names and some dates, but rather a context. And once I get quotes for those, we'll map it against the cycle 3 budget remaining and find out if we can cover it. If not, the board will have to make a decision on whether they want to augment or not. So that's the report I have for you at this time.
As much as we need rain, I think it's supposed to rain on Wednesday and Thursday. So I thought it was supposed to be nice by Friday, so I don't know. Who knows? A lot of times it skips over San Jose for some reason or other, but we got a pretty good rain the last couple of days, so I hope he gets down there. But I know Sita and I don't know who else has gone by the building. It is just terrific. It's so beautiful. So you could already see that he's done, quite a bit of work. So he just has to finish up. He thinks a day and a half or two might do it. And so hopefully, but it's just beautiful. I had to get out of my car and go right up to it and look, and the colors are so vibrant and it's really lovely. So it'll be fun to see it done. We'll announce to everybody when we get it done, so you can at least go by and look at it, even if we can't get in the building.
Hey, Ty,
Thanks,
quick
Ty.
question for you, Ty. I know we kind of touched bases just to make sure he wasn't going to have any problems staying in the parking lot and everything like that. And I made sure staff was aware and they were checking up on him. Do you know if there were any good or bad news from that?
Captain Todd, I talked with John a little bit about that. He did not notice drive-bys, but there's certainly been no problems whatsoever with his execution while he had his RV there. With this latest round, his intent is to be there probably from a hotel, I'm not sure, but his RV is in Oregon now. So we won't have to worry about encumbering the community center parking lot.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks, Ty. Appreciate it. We've been keeping Ty very busy actually this whole time because we didn't want him to get sick and go outside and do things. He's been doing a whole lot of stuff for BCAC. So really is appreciated. Okay, Captain Tall, you're up.
Okay, hello everybody. So I'm going to start off with some good news. I don't know if we talked about it specifically, but there were some incidences that involved some ATM robberies that were in the area. I think one of the community members had somehow either through me or through your group or both was a victim of one of those robberies that occurred at the Safeway on Berryessa and Capitol. In a nutshell, we ended up identifying the young man that was doing these robberies. He was doing them at knife point. And the case that involved the Berryessa Safeway was where he accosted this victim soon after he used the ATM and he brandished a knife at him. And I wouldn't recommend this, but this person ended up pretending like he was pulling out something out of his back waistband to suggest that maybe he had a weapon as well, and the young man ran off. So we were able to piece together, detectives were able to piece together several different robberies that matched this MO. We identified him as a juvenile that lived in the area. He kind of bounced back and forth between his mom and his dad's house in San Jose and in Gilroy. So he was arrested shortly after that robbery string, and so he is in custody.
Oh, very good.
We are moving into our winter policing. So usually what occurs is we see kind of a surge in some thievery or theft. This year, I expect to see a lot of those thefts happening in the porches, when people are getting their packages from the mail. So I just want to just kind of put that out to you guys, just be very vigilant. I think now with some of the texting and the notifications, you're able to know exactly when your packages arrive. And if you have a Ring camera, if you have some sort of camera system like that, just be extra cautious, because there've just been just a bunch of people that have been taking advantage of some of these secured packages that are left on the porches. So if you guys have suspicious persons that are not belonging to that area, I encourage you to call either 311 if it's business hours, or if you want to call San Jose PD Communications Direct, you can call on your cell phone at 408-277-8900. And I'll put that in the chat box here, just so you guys have that number. A couple of trending issues. We are still experiencing a large amount of sideshow activity. This is kind of happening all throughout the city, and Usually we're able to really maintain a good handle of it. Our strategy has been to try to disrupt them from forming up somewhere. Usually they meet somewhere and then they word of mouth, they tell everyone to go to a certain location and form a sideshow and take over an intersection. A few days ago, we had an incident that occurred. There were about 150 cars and quite a bunch of people that took over an intersection. We had to round up some of our resources and deal with it. In the wake of that, a few patrol cars were damaged where their windshields were broken with rocks and several other projectiles. So it's becoming increasingly concerning. This one here that I'm referencing had, obviously the rocks were thrown at our guys and gals, and there might've been some fireworks or even gunfire associated to it. So if you guys see that type of activity, please call 911 and on-duty staff will try to deal with it as best we can. And then lastly, just with the shelter in place, there has been kind of a redeployment of some of the city resources. I know I've gotten questions a lot about some parking issues and abandoned vehicles. I do not think parking compliance is dealing with those at the moment. So I do have a parking compliance program that I run 2 days out of the month. It's usually the second Thursday and the second Friday. So if you guys have some issues with parking issues, please let me know what area it is and I'll try to get it on our next rotation. And the last thing that I have to report on, and it's not such great news, but I was just informed about an hour and a half ago that I am being transferred.
Oh,
And so I was not expecting that. I'm very short in time left here at the department. I kind of thought they were going to leave me be just until I retired, but effective December 27th, I'm going to be taking over our community services division. So I'll be overseeing all of our CSOs. I'll be overseeing all of our crime prevention folks. Those are the folks that do pro-social engagements for schools. They do community watch presentations. So I'll be working in a different capacity. So you will not be seeing the last of me. I am going to be replaced by Captain Todd Trayer. So I'm going to start transitioning him as soon as I can, just because it's pretty abrupt transfer. So I'll be working with him in the next several months, just kind of transitioning him over to some of the duties within Foothill Division. So I suspect that he's going to leave pretty much, a lot of the stuff that we have in place, just constant until he kind of gets his head wrapped around stuff. And certainly he's going to be at the next Zoom meetings and then the next physical meetings when we resume. So I'm kind of sad to share that with you guys because I really enjoy working with you all. But again, it's not the last time I'm going to be seeing you guys. And with that, I'll answer questions you guys might have.
questions? Anybody have questions? Raise your hand or whatever we need to do.
Just a comment, Madam Chair, just to the Captain Tom. Thank you so much for your service and be safe.
Thank you, Mr. Santos.
Looks like there was one comment in the chat.
Kathy. Upper Sierra Road is experiencing a lot of late night activities, especially after 10 p.m. till after midnight. Can we get some late night patrols? I thought the sheriff did that. Is that police?
It's a mixed jurisdiction, so it's really kind of complex, but definitely I've been getting the emails from you, Kathy, so I appreciate you reaching out to me and keeping me aware of some of these activities. We have done some extra patrols where I've utilized some of my limited overtime budgets for that. It's a very popular area, so is Suncrest, and so we've been trying to deal with both sides. We do experience, and we have been experiencing a lot of domestic violence issues that are happening citywide. I think it's a combination of the virus, but it's also indicative of the holidays. Also, we see usually during the holidays, there's a lot more domestic incidences. in my experience, we're seeing a lot more violent domestic experiences. So please, if you have problems at Sierra or Suncrest, call it in to either 911 if it's really dangerous and you're hearing anything such as gunfire, or you can, I'm going to type it into this chat box right now. This is the direct number. I don't know if I can type it in to our dispatch. I'm not sure if I could type in here, but I'll just repeat it again. It's 408-277-8900, and that will take you straight to San Jose PD dispatch, non-emergency line.
Okay. Well, we've appreciated your coming, Captain Tar. You've been very faithful about being here, and we've enjoyed having you. You always give good information and, you know, answers. And if you don't have the answer, you get back to us with it. So we'll miss you, but we'll probably call on you for some of the other services that you're going to be providing. So
Yeah, and definitely in the next few months, if you guys need anything, you can certainly call me and I can coordinate with Captain Trayer. But I'm going to be just basically transitioning to him for several months. So feel free to still call me. You guys have my number.
okay, great. I got it. All right, thank you so much. All right, District 4, I don't know, is Tim Orozco here tonight? I can't tell. Him in here?
District 4 is, I'm here, but not Tim.
Oh, Lon.
It's been
Okay,
a while since Tim's report for District 4. I don't think he ever did. He did it for Bob Wachowski, which is what? District
right, yeah.
something. Anyways, hello everyone. It's the end of the year, last meeting of the City Council tomorrow, so not a whole lot to report. We are having let me see. We recently passed limitations on fees for restaurants for DoorDash and those kind of delivery apps, because right now everyone is eating basically takeout and deliver it home. And so it used to be that the restaurants could have a part of their food and profits from takeout. And now it's basically what, 90% plus. And the fees from those services can get up to about 30% or more of the profit. And Mayor Liccardo and I were afraid that our small business will be hurt by that. So temporarily during this pandemic, we've limited the fees to about 15 to 18% on that. We're looking at the COVID emergency. We're looking to try to extend rental relief. Next year will be a charter review year and a redistricting year. And so we're making appointments to that. Our boundaries will be drawn. I know that it's important for our community to keep its school districts and everything aligned. And I believe that's now a rule now because of all the effort that people here on this call made 10 years ago. So I don't think the school districts will be divided, but anyways, next year will be that. So please, participate in that. There will be a commission and a committee that'll make recommendations to the council to approve, but we want to hear from community all over the city. And it's about representation, but voting power and such too. That's basically it. The rest of the council meeting is kind of perfunctory, and a lot of reports out on COVID relief money and housing money. But it'll also be my last meeting, and it's been a fun ride these past 4 years. This last year has been kind of interesting because of COVID, so we didn't really get the full flavor of it. More Zoom from afar. But it's been a pleasure serving you guys, and I'll still be around, and you all have my contact number, so feel free to shoot me an email or whatnot, and you'll still see me around. So it's not goodbye, it's just a transition of jobs, I guess.
Well, we appreciate your coming tonight for sure. So be sure you stay on for a while. We have the two of the 3 middle schools are performing musical entertainment for us tonight. So stick around for that. But I'm glad you showed up tonight. We appreciate that a lot.
Of course.
For your service.
All right. Thanks, everybody. See you, Ron, Ty, Susan, Tom, Sharon, Jessica, Roxanne. Bye. Thanks, Linda.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Dick Santos, do you have a report for us tonight?
Yes, Madam Chair, a few things. The measure as passed, and for the water district, that means that we have some more funding for the next 15 years to do quite a bit of work with the homeless and the creek cleanups and so on. But I want to make note also that it'll start, the South Bay Aqueduct is going to be shut down for a while due to, and doing some maintenance and so on. So when the Bob Gross ponds start to decrease, people usually call me and want to know what, so what it is, it's going to be the maintenance again. It's going to be 41 days, and then it'll start up in late January. It'll start filling slowly. So we appreciate everybody walking around, and they take notice of that and they call immediately. So it's just part of the maintenance and so on. And then around March of 21, up in the penitentiary plant, there's going to be a $21 uplift with mechanical and electrical and all kind of stuff up there. So you'll see some traffic and so on, but we'll have people out there monitor and make sure everything is safe, but we have to keep up the infrastructure. And then lastly, Ron Appleby called me and said, can we do something over there at the penitentiary upon the Berryessa Park? And we don't own that, the city does it, but I said, we'll be glad to participate. If we can help out with some trees or a bench or do something, we'll be glad to. I know it's funding for Linda from the Berryessa Fund. So whatever we can do, we'll be glad to help out. And with that, everybody be safe.
Great. Thanks, Dick, for that. I know Ron's been looking at that park, and the pond just doesn't look very inviting to sit and look at. So maybe we can get something done there. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. Dr. Fuentes, I don't know, should we call on you, Dr. Fuentes? You might have to give a long report.
No, that's okay. I'll pass it this time, and I'll wait until we do introductions for our schools tonight.
Oh, okay. All right. Get you then.
Thank you.
All right. And the VTA Advisory Council Committee member is Robin Roymer. Is he here tonight? I can't tell who's here and who isn't, but okay. He's it's not the official committee, that makes too many recommendations, but they VTA had formed a citizens advisory because people were so concerned about VTA going across Orchard School particularly, and that's where Robin's children go. So he was very involved with that. So, and I don't know, is Mike Flauer here? I haven't heard anything or seen anything. Okay. He gave me some information, but we'll share that, but wait till January probably, or February. Okay, so now we're on to election of officers for the 2021 year. Oh my gosh, where'd the time go? The BCAC board is presenting a list. I think we already sent it out. It was on your agenda. And we are presenting a slate for everyone. It's basically everybody decided to stay on another year, except for Eve Pennington. She has some other things she'd like to do. And let me see. And then Raphael Sabik. I don't know if Raphael's here tonight, but Raphael will be joining us as an at-large member. But we still have one space available for an at-large position. If anybody would like to join, they can either volunteer tonight or give me, write to me at my email, lindalock6@att.net, because I'd like to have a full board. We do have a student, Vishnu, and he's agreed to stay on also, and he's from Piedmont Hills High School. And Independence High School, we haven't heard from. We never got anybody from there this year. We've had in the past, but not this year. So hopefully we can contact them again and try to get somebody there. So everybody is staying in their position. And so I will ask for a tie. What's the word I want?
A vote by acclamation.
Of this. A vote by acclamation to keep us all in our place for another year.
Well, Dick Sanders, Madam Chair, I support that, and thank you for your service and everybody stepping up and being great volunteers. We sure appreciate it. Thank you. Thank
you. I will say that the board everybody gives input, and that's what's really nice. Everybody has a little bit different point of view, and that really helps us. We've really been able to do a lot for the community in the last couple of years. So I'm really proud of that, what our board has done, and especially Kai and Susan. A lot of the work falls on them, but I just get to direct everybody and say yay. So it's been nice. It's really good. So how do we want to do that? Where I was talking to Eric, do we need to do a survey, or do we just need to show of hands, or how do we want to do this? Ideas? Anybody?
I think you have consensus.
You could ask for any in opposition. Hearing none, adopt.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. All right. Eric did put up an approval of board members and a yes or no. So I don't know, I'll say yes, so we'll just have that. Okay. So let's do the, if there is no opposition or no claimed opposition, we will do it as acclaimed, as presented. Okay. Thank you. Now on to the exciting part. I'm so delighted. Our district is one of the few districts around that have stayed faithful to the music department for years and years and years. When the budgets got bad, a lot of people cut out arts and the music, and we suffered some of that too. We used to have wood shop and metal shop and all kinds of things, but the music department has always been in our district, and that's really a wonderful thing. So we're very proud. Tonight we have 2 schools that have volunteered their students, and I'm just going to take them the way I wrote them down here. As Morel would be up first, and the music teacher is Kenneth Rydeen, but I'll hand it over to Dr. Fuentes first, because you want to kind of.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much. And again, thank you to everyone who's joined us today. I know we have several of our families online tonight to
Yeah, looks like
listen to their students. So we appreciate, our Berryessa families joining us this evening. I think each time that I get to present to BCAC members, I always share how fantastic our children are. They're bright, intelligent boys and girls, and they're also super talented. And, my hat's off to, our teachers in the visual and performing arts. They do tremendous work with our students from 3rd grade all the way through 8th grade. And, especially as we've dealt with all of the challenges with the pandemic and COVID-19, our students, they need an outlet. They need something outside of the academics, outside of Zoom, that, they can enjoy and just, express how they're feeling. And music and, choir provides them that opportunity. So I'm really grateful to our teachers that we have here tonight for continuing to pursue and provide our students this opportunity. Also, before we get the chance to hear our amazing kiddos, I did want to thank several of our trustees that are also here tonight to listen in and support our students. We have Trustee Thelma Boak, who's in the audience. Also, Trustee David Cohen, who this is his last month as a trustee for Berryessa School District. He'll be transitioning on to City Council, so we'll greatly miss him and his leadership. And we also have tonight our new trustee, Trustee Jay Srinivasan is here this evening to support our students. He also, as he takes on this new leadership role, is leaving his current role as Berryessa Music Boosters president. And I think, as you all know, as Linda shared about our music program being around for many, many years, not without outside support to the district through the Berryessa music program, it's been very essential to ensure that we continue to have the funds that we need for music, for the instruments, and all the other fees that go along with when there's competition and those opportunities for the students to travel to. So we're very grateful to everyone who's involved, with our district and with the Music Booster program to help, support our students so that they continue to have this ongoing opportunity. And like I said, they're amazing. When I hear our students, especially the intermediate and advanced students, you would think if you closed your eyes, you wouldn't realize they're 11 and 12-year-olds playing before you. They sound fantastic. And so this evening we have our administrators from the school sites here. So we have Principal Carroll, Vice Principal Alberts from Morrill Middle School, Principal Mosley from Piedmont Middle School, and of course, their fantastic teachers. So we have Miss Chase from Piedmont, who's been doing great work with students there for many years. And then we also have Mr. Rydeen and Miss Nguyen from Morrill Middle School, who will also be displaying their talents there. So again, thank you to everyone. We always appreciate this opportunity to share our students' talents, and you're in for a great evening. So first up, we'll do Morrill. So I'm going to pass it on to Principal Carroll.
Very good. Well, good evening. And again, thank you for having us this evening. We're very excited to showcase what it is our students have been doing in both Ms. Nguyen and Mr. Rydeen's classes. Thank you to our students. Thank you to our teachers. It's greatly appreciated. And I do hope that you can. So I believe Mr. Rydeen, are you going to take it away? I believe you did the choreography on sharing the screen, or is it Ms. Nguyen? Mr. Rydeen?
Okay, I'll go ahead. So what we have here is we have a video collaboration of the choir and the orchestra and one band student. And again, what this is the kids are all at home, obviously, and they're videotaping themselves doing a performance, and they send it to us, and we put it all together in a video so that we can actually hear what we sound like together, because right now we aren't able to do that. So we did a collaboration, and the collaboration is music from How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's just one song, Welcome Christmas. So I guess without further ado, we'll take a look at that. And I suppose I have to figure out how to project it, maybe. Let me see, hopefully this will work for everybody. Allow Zoom to share my screen. Sorry about that.
We need to ask the kids. They always know how to do that. So.
I know.
Mhm.
Okay. Let me see. Are we sharing, or am I just not? Oh,
Not
looks
yet.
like we're sharing. Looks like we can.
There you go.
All right, there's the Grinch. Okay, let's take a listen.
Oh. Yay.
Okay, so that was it.
That was wonderful. My gosh, I brought tears to my eyes just to see them all playing together. That's just great. Thanks, Ken. We really appreciate that. It's beautiful. And Jessica, both. That was wonderful. Okay. Well, go
Hey,
ahead.
thank you. Yes, thank you so much to Morel Middle School and definitely Ken and Jessica to be able to, just coordinate our students from afar and, work with them and bring them together takes quite a bit of effort and coordination. So again, just many thanks to our school teams and everything that they're doing because, it's wonderful for our students to still be able to perform. And thank you for being our audience this evening. So now I will pass it on to our Piedmont Middle School, Principal Mosley.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for showing up on tonight. It's good to see some of the students also online. I see Jamie and I sound like Miss Marianne from Romper Room. I see Jamie, I see Tommy, I see, but it's good to see happy, shiny faces here in our BCAC meeting, as well as the trustees as well. I want to introduce our renowned music conductor here, Ms. Susan Chase, and she'll go ahead and give us what our students at Piedmont Middle School is performing for you tonight.
Good evening. Actually, I comprised a video. It's similar to what Morel did, but mine is more small groups. So I put together a bunch of kids in groups and they collaborated that way. There is a music app called Acapella. So some of the kids were able to do it with that app, and that was great because they could feed off of each other. And then actually Mr. Rydeen helped me with some of the other videos. And then I put it all into iMovie and created a little slideshow for you, which Mr. Mosley graciously uploaded it to YouTube. And I think he's going to share now.
Yep. So I'm going to share my screen. And there we go. Sorry. Got to make sure I share the sound.
Good evening. You will be listening to members of the Advanced Band and the Advanced Orchestra. We hope you enjoy.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for participating and listening to our choir. I mean, excuse me, our band and our orchestra on tonight. It was pretty fun. And if you get a chance to see everything, it'll be posted on our website tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, Piedmont Middle School, Morrill Middle School. Again, like I said, our students are amazing. They're fantastic, and only because they're led by such wonderful, talented teachers as well. So thank you so
Ken and
much.
Susan. Great job.
Yes, we appreciate all the time and effort to put this show together for us today. It was fantastic. You know, we all miss having the children in front of us, and, you know, so it was really nice opportunity to get to see them all come together with their music and their singing this evening. So thank you for the opportunity.
I would like to brag a little bit about, I've known Susan since she was a student at Piedmont Middle School. And she was hired as the music teacher under my watch. So, and she's still doing a great job, see? Thanks, Susan. And Jessica and Ken, it was delightful to see how you arranged all those things. So we have to have some joy in our life right now, that's for sure. It's been such a long, dragged out thing, but I know it's hard to work in Zoom too. I do a little short class for my catechism kids, and I just think, oh my gosh, these teachers that have to do this all day long, oh my gosh, how now they do it. So I still appreciate you all so very much. All right, our next general meeting will be January 11th. And our new District 4 councilman, oh, I left the name off, gee darn, I forgot. David Cohen will be here, and he's going to, I think, bring some staff members with him, so we get to meet his new staff. I might invite Otto Lee also, because he's our new supervisor for our area. So that's what we'll plan on doing that for a January meeting. So, but
if I could add, Susan needs more money. It'll be time for dues.
oh yes, that's right. Yeah, Susan needs more money in her account. So this is our annual dues time. Yeah, there's we usually collect in December, or so maybe we'll send out some notices to remind you, but we'd like to have it in January, have all the dues in. We have other projects we'd like to do, so hopefully we can use that money. And once we get a chance to get back together, we need to have a big celebration too. So maybe we'll get to hear some more music by then in person, in real life. So does anybody else have any other announcements to make?
Well, Linda, I'm sorry.
I would say that Otto Lee was at the recognition today, supervisors for many of the volunteers in COVID-19. So that was at the supervisors meeting at 4 o'clock. So I listened to that. And then David Cohen and Otto Lee both came to our Viso Santa program, our 37th annual. We had a drive-through and hand out gift certificates.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Again, thanks for all the volunteers and all the people that helped. We helped needy families, and it was a privilege and an honor. So thank you, and I'm sorry for butting in.
No, that's great, Dick. Thanks. Dr. Fuentes, you were going to say?
I just wanted to add, since we have so many Berryessa families with us tonight listening to their children, that they also are welcome to join BCAC. This is their community network. It's a great place where you not only learn about district updates, but what's going around in our community and how we can continue to make Berryessa even stronger. So I just wanted to throw that in there, since we may have some families for the first time joining BCAC tonight.
And we meet usually at the Berryessa Community Center. So it's the second Monday of the month, but it's always, that's kind of that's our home base. So we like to be able to have people in there. And once the building gets opened again and you get to see the beautiful, beautiful mural that's on all the walls outside, it'll be a pleasure. So we'll be able to celebrate that at that time. So
Linda, we had a couple of people raise their hand indicating they want to talk. So that's okay. I'm going to promote Shelley to allow to talk.
Okay. Hello. Oh, Shelley. You have to unmute your mic. Oh, Shelley.
Okay, I'm sorry. I accidentally did that. I didn't mean to.
Oh.
However, since I'm on, I
Yeah.
wanted to say how much I appreciated the band. That was wonderful. I was a clarinet player, so I get it. And that's just a beautiful thing. And thank you very much for that. And that's it.
Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Was there somebody else?
We have one more. I think it's Anurag.
Oh, Anurag. Yeah. Anurag, are you there?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, everybody. This is Anurag. You guys know me from Assemblymember Kenson Chu.
Yes.
So I just wanted to provide the update that I haven't joined Assemblymember Alex Lee's office, who's going to be representing the 25th Assembly District, the Barrios, including the Barrios area. So I'll be attending meetings on his behalf. Cass used to, I used to attend, and Cass started attending for Assemblymember Chu.
Yeah.
And we'll try to get Assemblymember Lee if you guys are allowed to the next meeting as well. I think I sent an email to Linda and Ty, just providing the update that I have joined his staff. So I'll be here to provide this update and assistance from the state on behalf of his office.
Oh, great. We look forward to that, Anurag. We appreciated all the time that you came and gave reports. So we look forward to seeing you again.
Likewise, and happy holidays, everybody.
Holidays. Anybody else? We're done early tonight. We'll dismiss the class early tonight. Once a teacher, always a teacher. You can't help. All right. Happy holidays, everyone. And hopefully January will be a wonderful time and start of a new year and lots of excitement. So good night, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks, Eric, for all.